Hey guys, what's up? Benji here, just bringing a bit of a video blog here. I had a few points I wanted to bring up, and I thought this is a good medium to do it through. Still had a bit of time. Basically, a few things been happening recently with my team, Xeria Gaming. It is Xeria, not Xeria or Xeria or even XG King. That is XG King, but yeah, I thought I want to share some points about it. I want to first start off with a bit of a disclaimer, almost. This is my personal opinions, so this is not what is 100% fact. None of that. This is quite pure and simply my opinion. If you are watching this and you're interested, that's great. If you're watching this and you're looking to like pick me apart and start fights and stuff like that, just don't. I don't. This is not what it's for. Just close it. Go and do your own thing. If you are still going to do that, just what do you expect to gain, really? But if you're interested in what I have to say, or you aren't interested, maybe you might be. You don't know what I'm going to say yet, so just keep listening anyway. So first up, recently we had my team, specifically Xeria Gaming, we did lose Light and Mafia to IM. I'll talk about it for a second. Basically, I mean, it does suck a little bit. Obviously, it's a little sad they left, but that feeling is something that you can't help but feel. But on like that's small, but the main part of it is I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy that they are able to join a team that is able to give them more support. By support, I mean money. There's no secret at all that IM have a lot of money, and our team has a bit of money, but not as much as IM. So it's good they're able to get more what they deserve. I don't know, that's a hard thing to phrase properly. I think you get what I mean though. What they deserve, I guess. So I hope they do well. Obviously, I'm friends with them as well. They're not mercenaries. I don't invite them to my team to fight for me and then that's it. We're cool, and I'll still talk to them at events, online, stuff like that. They're still in all the team chat too, so I'm going to say I haven't like kicked him out or anything. So that happened. Bilsko as well. He is AWOL. He's been AWOL for a while, so he's pretty much inactive on the team roster. And Pokerface as well. He has his HSC to do, and he has left StarCraft for that. And after that, he'll probably go to Korea. He says so. Not to play StarCraft, but just to go there and live. And I think that's a great choice, honestly. I think StarCraft in Southeast Asia right now in Australia is more of a hobby than anything else. It's not big enough to really call a living or anything like that. I think it's just a hobby, and it's not even a question. It's not even an opinion. Well, I guess it is, but I don't think you should sacrifice your HSC or your university or your studies or anything like that, or your future in general for a hobby. You can always come back to it later, and if you were good now, you should be good later, in my opinion. So I mean, it's sad to see him go. Of course, he was a very, very skilled player, but hey, happens. So right now our roster is currently Mew, Jazzbaz, and Igers. They're really good players. They're all top. They can all win tournaments. Mew hasn't won a tournament yet, but I think it's just a matter of time, honestly. He's that good. He just needs like a good bracket, and if he goes through that, he'll take one. Obviously Jazzbaz and Igers. Well, Jazzbaz wins tournaments. Igers gets second in tournaments. So yeah, that's a joke. Obviously, he's very good too. So that leaves us with 3 players, and we need more. Obviously, well, I put out the call. I made a thread saying, "Hey, we're recruiting. Contact me if you're interested." That's good for me because I could just aimlessly pick players and chase them all up and stuff. And I'll probably still talk to a few people privately, even if they haven't sent me a message, just to see what they're looking like. But the response has been quite amazing. I've had like a lot of people add me and ask, "Hey, look, I'm interested," and some of them are maybe a little bit lower than what I'm expected. But it's good they're interested because it shows they're committed, and maybe one of them will have something I'm looking for. I don't know. I'm coming home from work and getting like 5 Skype ads. Like, it's ridiculous. I get messages all the time right now. I've got like 2 sitting there. So that's good. That's really good. I'm kind of pleased about that. Now the thing is, I'm going to get like a list They have like a short list of my personal people I think could be good. And I'll get a long list of just everyone that's applied. I'll take it to the team because they're the ones that know the players. I know players, I guess, but they're the ones that kind of they play against them. They know true skill from just luck in tournaments. And I'll give them the long list and see if they come up with the same players that I do. But yeah, that should be quite interesting. That'll be a fun time. Now I want to take my time with it and get the best players or the best players for the team, the best fit. Obviously, without having the most money, it's hard to just get the best players. You can't just go, oh, I'll take you and you. If you have the most money, you get to pick whoever you want. If you don't, you kind of got to pick smartly and pick players that are a good fit, which is what we're at now, as opposed to last year when we could just pick up the best players we could. And obviously taking my time, but also I need them quickly. Tomorrow night next GTL Myth against us, we will have 3 players. We don't have 4. Which means we'll lose. We'll have to forfeit a set. And I mean, it's unfortunate for Myth, who have the 4 players. Their 4th player won't be able to play. That sucks for them. I feel really bad for that. I genuinely feel bad for them. I mean, obviously they get the win, so on that set, so that's fine. And we'll get a 0.5 point league penalty as well, which sucks for us. But hey, if we haven't got the players, I mean, it's Light and Jazzbaz who won't be there. Light has work. Jazzbaz, I actually didn't ask. I don't know, but I have no reason not to suspect it's a good reason. And that sucks for us. But hey, we'll have to deal with it. So I definitely need the players soon, but I don't want to rush it as well. Now, XGTL, yeah, so I am using Light and Mafia still. People have been, I know some people, not many people, a couple of people have been like, oh, why? Why have you still been using it? Well, obviously, if we didn't have them anymore, we'd be in a terrible position. We couldn't play every week. And then we wouldn't be able to play in our own league, which sucks like a lot. And it's just unfortunate the timing of the whole Mafia and Light leaving happened in the middle of the league as well. Like, if it happened beforehand, we could organise replacements, get players in, that kind of stuff. But during the league, it's just rough. Obviously, Mafia and Light's contracts did not expire. They were still active at the time they wanted to leave. And I'm not going to hold them. If they want to go to a different team because they get more out of it, I'm going to let them. I'm not going to hold them back. Because that's a douchebag thing to do. No manager should do that ever. Because if you do that, then your player will no longer like you. They won't care so much about the game, and then yeah. But yeah, so basically I said, a condition of leaving, hey look, don't screw us over in XGTL. Just keep playing until we can replace you in that. XGTL and AC as well, which is the other one that was going on. And so they're like, yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly reasonable. Obviously the IM manager, I think it's Tony, I assume he's okay with it. I made sure Mafia at least asked him about it. And I didn't ask Light because I imagine it's the same situation. But so yeah, we'll obviously replace him. And once they're replaced, we'll obviously use our new roster. But yeah. So yeah, XGTL, let's talk about that. So obviously with the team, I need to grow it. We're going to be around for another year, full stop. Contract's been renewed. We're around till for another year, full stop. That's it. Our team's going to be here, whether you like it or not. No. It's good. It's good for esports. It's good for C, having an extra team with money. But XGTL, my league, it's been a success so far. Significant success, in fact. Talk about sponsors in a second, but basically when you go to a sponsor, let's talk about sponsors. So when you go to a sponsor, you promise them viewers. Let's talk about sponsors for a bit. Well, maybe people have a misconception here, but when you go to a sponsor, you can't just go, hey, support StarCraft 2 Esports, we're cool. And they go, yeah, let's support that. No, they don't do that. They care about their business. They don't care about your scene. Like, really, they don't. You might think they do, but they don't. They want to invest money and then get more back. So for them, if they're putting $4,000 on a team or a tournament, that's just a random number. Don't read into that anyway. I just pull it out in my head. On a team or a tournament, they want $4,001 back through exposure. So they want the exposure, their brand, to be exposed to people who then in turn purchase a product. That is how it works. If a company's in it just for the esports, I don't think that's not a very smart business plan. That is not very smart at all. I'm sorry, it's just not. But that's fine. I like esports as a advertisement sort of thing, because you guys, when you watch streams and stuff, you see like a team being sponsored by a company or event being sponsored by a brand, you associate that brand. You remember it. Whereas you watch a TV ad, you kind of don't care. You're like, oh, it's a TV ad. I remember the jingle. Maybe that's it. But with a StarCraft event, if, let's say, a cleaning product randomly sponsored a StarCraft event, right? And then you saw a competing cleaning product on TV. This is like out of left field, but you went to a store, which product would you buy? You do the one that supports StarCraft, straight up, like most people would, as long as the let's say the brand itself was pretty much the same product, pretty much, like as far as what they did, not same quality and price. You'd probably buy the StarCraft brand. That's why I like esports, because it gives you more of a positive outlook at the companies. So that's something you can take the companies into, but you need to promise them viewers and stuff like that, which is where I get to my next point. But I go to a company and I want a sponsorship for an event or a team. I say, this is what exposure I can give you, and then you just deliver on that. That's what it is. And if they think you can meet that, or they trust you to meet that, then they will give you the money. And then you do that, and then you do the event, and you get more than what you expected, which is what we're currently getting with XGTL. We're getting far more viewers than we hoped. Then you go back next time and say, hey, we got heaps. Let's make it bigger. Invest more in. And hopefully they do that. That's how you grow. But what's my next point? Yeah, viewers. So this is my kind of way of looking at events. My events that I run are viewer oriented, in that all the work, all the hard work is being put towards making the viewer. My throat's starting to get sore. This is not good. Hopefully I can still cast tomorrow. All work is being put into giving the viewer experience the maximum. So back-to-back games with no downtime, overlays, production, that kind of stuff, all focused into that. Someone else, like I know Docs, for example, does something different, and this is no disrespect to him at all. It's fine. I think this is just opinion. This isn't right and wrong. None's right, none's wrong. It's probably even somewhere in between. It's correct. What he does is player-focused. His events are all double elim with group stages and that kind of stuff. So there's like levels and levels of filtering, so you eventually get the best players at the end. Whereas events that I run are more. If I was to run a 1v1 event, what is this? Individual event? Yeah, that's the word. I'd run it single elim. And most players would be like, what? Why? Single elimination grand finals are a million times more exciting than double elim grand finals. Double elim grand finals suck. They are not fun to watch. I hate watching them. They're not exciting. The one person's got such a large lead that it's almost impossible for the other person to win. Most people, we can make a comeback. That can be exciting. Well, how often do people make comebacks in that situation? It's like, I think it's like 80-90% win rate for the person that wins the winner bracket. So why not have a grand final that is even? And the same person will win. If he's the best player, he'll win no matter what, no matter how many levels you put in there. And yes, sure, maybe second, third, fourth might be different people. But is the event really to find out who's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth? Or is it about who's the best? And about entertaining the viewers at the same time? That's my view. That's not right. That's not wrong. That's my opinion. So don't. I'm not trying to force this down people's throat. That's just how I like to see events. If I was to run an individual event, I'd run it. It'd be like group stage into that, and it wouldn't just be one single elimination bracket go. No, that's not. I have like a group stage and stuff like that. Don't worry. But then on the other side, if you have double elim, you get more games. You can cast more and get more viewers that way. I mean, that can work, I guess. But yeah, the problem we're having right now is that we're not getting viewers. Quite simply, our live events are only getting 300 viewers or something, whereas we should be getting thousands. And something clicked. I don't know what that was, but whatever. Sorry, it was my computer making a sound at me. But anyway, so that's my opinion. I want to reiterate. I mean, no disrespect to Docs. He does some good work. Yeah, so don't take that out of context and think, oh my god, he disagrees. I do disagree, but it's fine to disagree. Not everyone has to get along, or they kind of have to get along, I guess, but they don't have to always agree. Sometimes disagreement leads to growth. If everyone's just agreeing, what are you changing? Nothing. You're just reinforcing yourself in what you do, whereas what you do could be wrong. You need to keep challenging yourself and questioning it. My next point. Where's my thingy? Aha. Move that off screen. There we go. So WCS is coming up as well. That's going to be exciting. Can't wait for that. like a list, by the way, if you couldn't tell. WESS is going to be exciting. I can't wait for that. Because two reasons. One, it's been hyped a lot. I'm not a fan of hype. I don't like it because, like, if the event delivers, yeah, cool, that's great. Hey, it's exactly what we expected. If it under-delivers, though, which honestly happens more often than you like to admit, then it's kind of like, oh, that sucks. Even though it could be a great event, if you expect it to be a 10 and it's an 8, 8's still good, but it's less than 10, so you think, oh, okay. But also to meet Jazzbaz. Jazzbaz is coming over for that. So not meet, but see him again, because he's pretty cool. And he's fun to hang out with. I don't get to see him enough, so... can't wait for that. But as far as production for WCS goes, I'm kind of curious, because I like challenge. I like people like pushing the envelope as far as stream quality. Not quality. Quality's not... No one turns a stream because it's not 1080p, but I'm more like stream production. That's the correct word. I like pushing the envelope. As you can see with the green screen, it's something I did for XGTL, and I'm hoping other streamers don't necessarily copy that. If they just came out and kept copying everything I did, I get a little bit pissed off, to be honest with you. But if they keep trying to up their own quality and keep pushing me to up my own, see, right now I'm challenging myself. I'm like, ooh, can I do this? And I'll try and figure out how I could do that. That's exactly how that came about. I sat around one day and went, I want to try that, and well, it's a learning phase, I'll tell you that. You don't just put up green screen, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of work to it. And yeah, I'm challenging myself, and I want another streamer to come along and do something that's different, that no one else is doing, and make me go, oh, ooh, I need to do something now. I need to up my production quality. Competition's good. It's good. But it's hard to compete with, like, there's, honestly, as far as online streamers go, no one's really catching up to me as far as that goes. I know that sounds cocky, I don't mean it like that, but who's doing this? Who's making a studio? No one yet. Even before, like, last year around this time, I was the first one that started adding overlays to stream, stuff like that, between games. Like a splash screen and stuff like that. That's basic stuff. I remember for the first Star League, I made like all these images of all the players and their photos, and I play in between the games, and no one was doing that, and people were like, oh, innovation, good streaming, good stuff. And I'm getting it again with a green screen, but if I'm the one doing it, then, well, I got to motivate myself, but I want other people to do it too. But don't copy me, because that angers me. Do your own thing, figure your own stuff out, get your own production quality up. What time are we at? 17 minutes. But yeah, also it's bringing me to my next point, I guess, and that is what I want to do with my stream. Like, the problem I'm having right now is I'm limited by two things. First one is manpower. I can only do so much, right? I have to run XSplit on a screen as StarCraft's on the other, basically. Obviously my camera's between the two, but if I have to sit here and cast the game, I can't be on XSplit and doing overlays and stuff like that and changing it all. I need another person on another computer to do that. It requires a different setup, that kind of stuff. But I can't even think about doing that if I don't have a second person. I live by myself, and I enjoy that. I'm fine by that. I'm an introvert, even though it seems odd because I do so much casting, but I am. Yeah, I'm limited by that. The other thing I'm limited by is money as well. I would love to go out and buy a capture card, an audio mixer, a proper studio quality headset, this kind of stuff, but money is an issue. I'm not sponsored personally. Like, the money that goes to my team and only my team. I don't get a cent of it. I don't get anything out of it, to be honest with you. I just work hard. What am I? Damn it. That doesn't make sense. Why am I doing this? I do it for the scene. But, yeah. I was involved in a car crash the other week, which meant I had to repair my car, which cost a lot of money. Plus, car rego, car insurance, that kind of stuff. That really sucks. That sucks. If you have a car, you know what I'm talking about. And right now my funds are quite low, and I can't justify going out there and buying an audio mixer or something like that. I'd love to. I would love to. But I can't justify it. Same reason I'm not going to ACL Melbourne. I can't. Like, it's a $400 cost for what? For a weekend having fun with a few people that are cool. That's cool, but $400 is a lot of money to pay for that. Whereas I do have friends in Sydney. I will be, in fact, going in and having fun with them. And I mean, it sucks that like I don't get to go down and have fun with all you guys. But in the end, I can't drive myself into bankruptcy. That is something that is limiting to me, I guess. Yeah, what are it? 20 minutes. Wow, 20 minutes already. If you're still listening to this, you kick ass. So my next point, helping out. So, actually, guys, let's come back to this point. But right now, C is, it's growing kind of, but in an interesting way. I want to see more viewers on streams. That's the one thing I'm about. You see more viewers on streams, which is that's 100% what I'm after. I want to get more people watching streams consistently. Let's say right now I'm averaging, I don't know. Let's say I'm averaging 3,000. I'm not. Let's say I am, just as a number, so that we're not really getting into it. If we can increase that to 4,000 average, that's great. Let's do that. Let's increase that. We get more viewers. That means companies get more exposure. They put more money in, which means we get more production. We get more prize pool. We get better scene. That's the steps I see them. And that isn't just as I see them. That's actually true because I know I can deal with sponsors. But yeah, so that's the problem we're seeing. We're not actually seeing more stream viewers. A year ago, we're getting similar stream numbers as to now. And yet, whilst it could be more interested in CC, offset by the fact that less people are interested in StarCraft, we need to be increasing that number, not keeping it steady. And that's how we grow the scene. See, look at like the big events, DreamHack and all that kind of stuff. They're getting more viewers every time they do it. Yeah, they are. And that's why they're growing. GSL is as well, guaranteed. Even though we don't get to see their viewer numbers. We aren't though. Something we need to fix. Maybe we need to focus more on the stream. It's just a problem because no one cares about Southeast Asia. Our time zone is horrible. We're always competing with Korean events. NA can't watch it all. Europeans don't care. Europeans and what we need to be focusing on, I think. But yeah, it's just frustrating, of course. But I completely forgot my point though. So yeah, there you go. But there we go. What can you do to help though? Obviously, the main thing you can do though, if you really want to help out C, and if you're watching this video, you probably are wanting to help out in C. You're probably watching the website, watching SC2C because this is where I'm going to post it. Or you're watching my YouTube channel. If you actually subscribe to that, and you're still watching videos on it. Good on you. But first of all, you need to be watching streams straight up. If you're not watching streams, then you're not contributing. That's the simplest thing you can do. Turn on stream. If you don't want to watch the event, just mute it and play Diablo 3 or whatever you do. As long as it doesn't eat your bandwidth, of course. But the next thing you can do is help out, of course. Now, right now, the C scene is focused on a few people. Docs is one of them. But if we were to lose one of these people, we'd probably be okay, but it'd be a bigger hit than we'd like to admit. And the problem with this is just having everything through one or two or three people is that they can't get more hours in a day. They can't do more work, right? So if we want to get more events, more production, more stuff going, someone needs to be putting the hours in. If they're doing everything and no one else knows how to do anything at all, then how are we going to get that? So what we need, when we go to an event, we need I don't know. So, mainly it's for XGTL. I don't know what ACL and the Gigabyte stuff. I don't know how they run. I'm not going to even pretend. It's not relevant to me. XGTL is though. Right now I'm running everything. I've got admins and stuff to help out in the day. I have co-casters that help out too, but that's the extent of it pretty much. That's fine. For the first season, it was more a test run, to be honest with you. It's more just sort of to see, can we run a successful league? Can we get a lot of viewers to match what sponsors expect? That's fine. It worked. Season 2 though, I want someone that can sort out the website, someone that can look after the teams and get rosters submitted, do that kind of stuff. If we do that, all of a sudden, I'm freed up in time. We can bring in someone that can do articles, right? I don't have time for articles right now. I'd love to, but I can't. So if we get someone to come in and do that, then we all get a lot of free time. We can start improving the production, and hopefully through that we get more viewers and more exposure, and it starts getting bigger. That's my opinion. And that's what I think. And obviously, if you are wanting to help out in that regard, talk to the admins of your favorite tournament. If you love Masters Cup, go talk to Eddie. Go, hey, I want to help out. If he says, yeah, we kind of don't need help, we're kind of fine. Insist, first of all, and if he's still adamant, then that's fine. He's fine. That tournament sought after, check out some other tournaments. If you don't like XGTL, for whatever reason, don't help it out. Go help out a different tournament. Just get in there, offer your services, say, hey, I'm available these nights, I'd like to do some adminning. You're not going to go in there and run the tournament first time. You're going to be like a grunt. You're going to be doing the stuff that like people don't want to do. But that helps out. That builds time where the skilled people can improve on the stuff that they're good at. Anyway, that's my opinion. It's 25 minutes now. Wow, 25 minutes. Wow. If you're watching this still, I don't know why. You must love my voice or something. I'm kidding. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this kind of video, it's just a bit of insight into what I think. Because honestly, I don't really make these kind of posts and stuff. Like I stream, but do I get this deep and meaningful? Yeah, anyway. Thanks for listening. And if you want another one, let me know. Give me some topics though. I need something to talk about. Yeah, thanks for watching.